are! Don't scare me like that!
Yes? Ah, fantastic. Glad you caught up with us. Gonna need all the help we can get. Orion and I managed to find some references and some books at the library, and narrowed it down to this place here. Well, Orion mostly. The issue is, the temple was buried in a landslide ages ago, and we're gonna have to dig. A lot. Jump on in. We're already well underway and could use your help.
How can this one hit?
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Interesting.
Ah, good. Well rested. I think we're ready as well. Let's get back to it. I think we're almost there.
Yes? What is it?
Oh my, we've done it. You were right, Orion. This has to be the place.
Well, let's have a look then. But let's be careful. This is in fact where that Tulrin Deathweaver character is held up with his clan of Falmer. We could be in great danger. Let's proceed carefully. There's no telling what we might encounter in there.
Too right you are. All right, Guildmaster. You lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
Look at that. Looks like we are on the right track, no?
What was that?
That was no house. Is it maybe a
I knew I heard something.
As far as specimens go, you're not the best species I've seen.
You may live to regret underestimating.
Now you'll taste the fury of my, yes, spanner. Force! Hyah!
Fancy weapon you have there. Let's see how well you handle it.
I'll put an end to this.
I assure you, I'm just as fluent with spell and sword as I am with quill and parchment.
Yeah, the fight this might be interesting.
Us
Not very impressive.
We made it! But what's that there? That's fascinating. It appears to be a slot of some sort, probably for the placement of something that will likely unlock the door.
That very well could be. There doesn't appear to be any way to unlock the door manually. Looks like the mechanism is tied to the dais.
This is interesting. I did bring a number of artifacts along in case we needed to study them along the way, but I hadn't anticipated this. Seems that this door must be bound and opened by a specific artifact.
Есть идеи?
Well, obviously Trinimaka would have something to do with the artifact, considering this is his temple. But Trinimaka had not been known to have crafted a namesake relic, like Finaster or Sirabane had, so I am unsure. Trinimaka was regarded as the champion of Ariel, the warrior spirit of the Snow Elven people.
The Snow Prince. If Trinimaka was the warrior god, surely the Snow Prince must have been a devout worshipper.
Oh yes, that is good thinking, Kaya. The spear of the Snow Prince could very well open the door. The Snow Prince's remains and his spear were entombed in Yolgaya Barrow on the Isle of Solstheim and discovered by the Nerevarine. Before his departure for Arcavir, the Nerevarine returned relics to their rightful places and bestowed them to safekeepers. It's likely he may well have returned the spear to the grave of the Snow Prince. It will take some time, but perhaps you could venture there and seek the spear, Guildmaster. We'll hold down the fort here while you are gone. Engelman?
Let's take him on, my love. fighting a daughter of Kohara. Well, you've made a big mistake. Do you honestly think you stand a chance? Ashes to ashes.
Hold on. Did you hear? I see you now.
Ashes to ashes.
Excellent work, Guildmaster. That seems to have done it. Let's press onward, but do be careful. It's likely to get more dangerous ahead.
That was no mouse, but it may be a rat.
You can come out now, Egelman.
I heard something.
Oh boy, a fight! No, you go. I'll just watch.
How did we get that? That happened. That happened. That happened.
think we're all in one piece. That was really something.
Lovely fun.
This isn't any normal fauna we're dealing with here. A dated lackey, this one is. Yes, it's as Kaya and I had feared. They are indeed worshipping some form of Malakath or Trinimaka, and they aim to use whatever powers they have been given in order to attack the surface.
Yes, and with the kind of power we have seen from him, Turin could cause a great deal of havoc up there. Especially with the war weakening everyone.
That's a good point. Maybe we should find the girls.
Unfortunately, I fear there is no time for that. Even if we all split up and went to different holes, I fear their forces have been stretched too thin, as you suggest. Plus, there is the added concern that the Neb Crescent is apparently involved.
Neb Crescent? Isn't that some artifact made by Shilgora?
Ah, you've been reading more, I see. Yes, and not just the artifact either. The Neb Crescent is known to be the Blade of Treachery. It was created by Sheo Gorath and given to Malakath as a trick. The blade forces the wielder into a bloodthirsty rampage, attacking friend and foe. Malakath beheaded his own son with the sword. Afterwards, however, Sheo Gorath reclaimed the blade. So it's rather curious that Malok would be sending Tulrin to claim the blade. It's almost as if the twice-spurned Falmer are being played by some other force. Or Malok has some other plan for the blade. It does make me curious as to how the blade fell into the hands of the Snow Elves. So what's the harm in him finding the blade? Wouldn't he be just as likely to attack his own people? And it's only one blade after all. Yes, the repercussions of using the blade in battle are not what concerns me. Though it makes the wielder fearsome in its own right, it also has the ability to sway people into acts of conquest and domination. Were Turin to bestow the blade upon a Jarl, for instance.
Then that Jarl might wage war on the others.
And depending on which Jarl it's given to, that could result in a pretty significant problem.
Well, how do we stop him this time?
Well, luckily from his speech, it sounds like they don't have the blade yet, and possibly do not know specifically where it is. So that gives us time to research it and uncover the location of the blade, find the sword, and either safeguard or destroy it if possible. Though the latter is highly unlikely. I seem to remember you mentioning something about the Forgotten Vale, a snow elven ruin looming over the glacial crevice. Perhaps that might be a good place to start. Oh boy, a fight!
I'm glad that's over.
Good.
I think this is it. If I'm correct, the temple should be right behind these rocks and up a bit. I think this is as close as we're going to get. The rocks here are loose enough that we should be able to tunnel through with little effort. Let's get to work. Well, that about does it, Guildmaster. We've gotten through the tunnel, and it does in fact come out next to the temple. We set up a small excavation camp at the mouth of the tunnel, just outside the temple, and we're ready to continue investigating when you're ready.
Egelman? Egelman? There you are! Don't scare me like...